And good morning, everybody. Today is August 5th, Monday, and it is 6:28 in the morning. Got out here about 5:30, thought I'd take off, but it's still a little dark. In fact, it's still a little dark now, the sun's not up yet. Plan today is to test again the Garmin visual approaches. I'm going to go to Santa Fe. I'm actually going to go through Harris Canyon rather than the west side of the Sandias, because I think that 28-mile extended center line will be kind of past where the mountains are, so I want to be able to pick that up. We'll go at 9,500, so we won't be picking up the glide path very soon. But anyway, let's load the approach.
Skywest 248, sorry,
Okay,
can't help
approach.
you. Southwest is in your way.
Approach.
Santa Fe, 340.
KSAF, Santa Fe Muni, yes. All right, we want to do the visual 2. There it is, visual 2. All right, visual 2, load and activate. And I've read the manual,
southwest, left, right
I think it's chapter 6.13 in the 650 Pilot's Guide. Basically says if you're getting a glide path of 3 degrees and touch a threshold crossing height of 53 feet, means you're going to get vertical guidance. If you're not, it'll say no vertical guidance, so that's something I learned new. We're going to go ahead and activate it. And bingo, back here.
679, we are pushed off at 8, ready taxi now with
go to this.
That was 679, runway 8, taxi to Charlie Alpha.
That looks good.
Charlie Alpha.
All right, I won't bore you with all the ADA stuff which you've already got. Everything's nice today. It's wind's calm, temperature's not too bad. We've got 25 gallons, which should be plenty. And oil temperature is still 99. So anyway, I'll cut the video off right here, talk to you at the whole short line. We'll get the takeoff, probably not do the Harris Canyon. I'll start back on with you when we see that extended center line and what's going on with that, and talk to you then. Okay, we're coming up on the whole short line to 8. 321 is closed, going to be closed till next month. And 826 are the only runways they're currently using. Well, they're using 12 also, I guess 30 for the wind's blowing the right way. But the wind's calm today so far, so we'll be taking off on 8. Listen to the ASOS at Santa Fe. They've got a north wind, which is just fine. That'll work out great for 2. Switch over tower, 23.9. Albuquerque Tower, Bristell 585, number Mike holding short of 8, ready for takeoff.
November 5, November Mike, Albuquerque Tower, hold short of runway east of helicopter length 30, it'll be a very short delay.
Okay, holding short of 8, 5, November Mike. Okay, we'll see how short that.
348, contact departure.
We got both pumps on, flaps are in, nav lights are actually on because it's a little dark yet. The sun's coming up over the mountain, you'll see it in a minute. Probably be a blast into the lens of the camera, but we'll do the takeoff and then probably come back to you when we start looking at that visual approach. So it'll should be a little more light by then.
Helicopter 35, Zulu advise when you're ready to depart.
Helicopter 35, Zulu will advise.
November 5, November Mike, proceed on course. Caution wake turbulence. Last departure was an E175, wind 2806, runway E clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on 8-5, November Mike. Okay, here we go. All right, both pumps, landing light, nav lights, choke off, brakes off, 10 degrees flaps. Looks good. Everybody got your seatbelts fastened? Canopies latched? Yep, double check that. Looks good. Don't see anybody coming in. Clear right, clear left. Onto the runway we go. And as soon as we take off, we'll go a little bit to the left just in case of wake turbulence, but I doubt there'll be any. Anyway, lined up on the center line. Everything looks good. We're ready to rock. Let's go. All right, up and away we go. We've got 36.4 inches of manifold pressure. We're full turbo. Fraps up. ready to rock.
Auxiliary tower, helicopter 35 Zulu, ready to take off, runway 30.
Step to the left.
Helicopter 35 Zulu, left traffic approved, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
And might as well.
Clear for takeoff, left traffic.
The autopilot on. There we go.
November 5, November Mike, contact departure.
23.9, 5 November Mike. Albuquerque departure, Bristell 585, November Mike, passing through 5940 on the way to 95.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque departure, radar contact.
Okay, so take off the landing light, flaps are up, choke off, brake off. Still full turbo, 36.6 inches. I'm thinking it should be around 40, so I may have to check that, make sure that wastegate is fully closed. I know Jeff, a friend of mine in California, has the same, basically the same plane. He was having trouble with his, so we'll check it out. All right, full turbo is off. Doesn't affect the manifold pressure a lot, 35.9. And that's off, so I will turn up the XM radio and talk to you when we get ready to look at the visual. All right, back on me just briefly. I want to show you that extended center line, and it looks like probably would have been just as smart to go on the west side of the Sandias, because you can see the extended center line runs right into the north end of the Sandia Mountains. Here we are, and we're going to turn through here, so we'll intersect it over here as far out as we can. Back to you, sir. Okay, back with you. We're on with center. Here we are, extended center line going into the mountains. The Santa Fe Tower is still closed, doesn't open until 7 o'clock. Probably have to be switching over to them, but we're going to try to intercept this as quickly as we can. And a little view of the mountains. Pretty with the sun coming up on them. Okay, I just activated the approach button on the autopilot, and sure enough, we're getting vertical guidance showing the glide path, and we're still a ways, but it should make the turn. We're not getting a breadcrumb like we did last time, although we were showing a breadcrumb for us. We'll see what happens when we get a little closer. Okay, the autopilot just captured the path, turn, made a kind of a right turn. We're not exactly on it, but I think it wanted to do like a 30-degree intercept. So we will go over here, right there where it's showing. And glide path still isn't in, but it looks like it will be coming in, so it looks really good so far. And it is making the turn again. So this will be lining up with runway 2 at Santa Fe. It's currently 6:51 in the morning, so the tower's still not open. I'm not sure, they'd probably be open right about the time we get there, which should be interesting. But we're on with center, so we'll listen to instructions from center. Okay, we're 10.8 miles out. We're just about to intercept our glide path. And we'll see that. They're still on CTAP. It's just about getting ready to go over the tower. Glide path flashing. It's going to capture. Then we'll go back on the RPMs. And we'll start down the approach. And back with you when we get a little closer.
Time 1300 Zulu, Santa Fe Tower is resuming class Delta services. Information Quebec is now current. Wind 35010, altimeter 3031. Visual approach, runway 2 in use. Bristell 5 November Mike, Santa Fe Tower, report Duma.
I'll report Duma. I'm actually on a Garmin visual approach, so I don't have Duma. Well, wait a minute, I do see Duma on the back. I'll report Duma, 5 November Mike.
Skywest 3165, heavy clearance, advisory copy.
Ready to copy, clear, Skywest 3165.
Skywest 3165, clear to Dallas Fort Worth via the Taftway 2 departure, Anton Chico transition as filed. Initial altitude will be assigned on departure. Expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure control frequency 132.8, squawk 0727.
Here we go. We've got 6 miles to go. Santa Fe Tower's now up. They want us to report Duma, which fortunately did show up on the map right there. He was thinking I was doing the ILS or something like that. But it works. Both fuel pumps are on.
Okay, we're
We won't do
3165.
flaps,
Feedback is
choke
correct,
off,
and are
brake
you ready to
off.
go?
And look,
And you got ExitJet 605, we're holding short of 28 at Alpha, looking for a clearance to Dallas.
585 November Mike, 3.5 mile final.
Bristell 5 November Mike, wind 360 at 10, runway 2, clear for the option, report misapproach, and make it a left turn out back to Albuquerque.
Okay, we'll report the mist and clear for the option. The left turn back to Albuquerque, 5 November Mike.
ExitJet 605, you ready to taxi?
Yes, sir, holding short of 28 at Alpha.
ExitJet 605, runway 2, taxi via taxiway, or via runway 28, left on Delta, cross runway 33.
So we're going to runway 2 via taxiing 28, Delta, cross 33, ExitJet 605.
Sky 3165, we are ready to go now.
Skyway 3165, ready, I'll work on your release. Columbia 689, you are clear to Sierra Bravo November, as filed. Initial altitude will be assigned on departure. Expect flight level 410, 10 minutes after departure. Departure control frequency 132.8, squawk 0705.
All right, input the minimums for the instrument approach, even though that wouldn't apply to the visual approach. Visual approach working just perfect, just like the
689,
LPV.
readback is correct.
We're at 6,800 feet. And we're cleared for the option, as you heard, for the left turn back to Albuquerque. Now take off the autopilot. And I'm showing a little bit of a left 15 knot headwind, which would be perfect for landing. On a glide path. Minimum should be squawking pretty quick.
Minimums.
There it is. And we'll do a missed approach.
Skywest 3165, DFW just instituted call for release also. We're working on a time for you also.
We'll be down here holding short of 2.
Thanks.
That's just telling us that we've lost the glide path, it's just the glide path. And Bristell 585, November Mike off the mist, wait till the end of the runway, make a left turn.
Bristol 5 November Mike, approved as requested.
5 November Mike. And we'll start our left turn. And light off, with the fuel pump off. Okay, this is pretty routine. I'll talk to you when we get closer to Albuquerque. Back with you just briefly. We're north of the Sandias. I've loaded the visual approach for 1-2. Extended center line looks like it goes out 28 miles. A little bit of a tailwind, but that shouldn't be any big deal. We're cleared for 1-2 currently. And I'll get back to you when we... Okay, we are 10.6 miles from Albuquerque. Here we are. There's extended. There's a 3-mile visual point. And we're descending down to 63. And we should intercept. And the rule is
Suspect 1 approach.
basically, you'll have vertical guidance all the way to 28 miles unless there's obstacles. If there's obstacles
Suspect 1, roger again.
between 28 miles and 3 miles, it'll give you a short, extended center line.
Suspect 1, radar contact 1
If
mile.
there's obstacles within the 3 miles, you won't get any vertical guidance. Those are the rule.
5 code 1, 6 0. 5 code 1, direct, only 6,000.
Wingspan 5, contact tower 120.3.
Tower, wingspan 5, good day.
In the back, left bird 1, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles. It's at the steel, southbound 6,900.
Yeah, live code 1, negative contact code 1.
5 number Mike 19 VFR at or above 6,500. Lifeguard helicopter off your right side. That's your 3 o'clock, mile and a half. Targets are likely to merge in about a mile.
All right, 6,500. I've got him on the scope. Negative visual. 5.
Roger. Medevac 1, that traffic is going to remain at or above 6,500.
Lifeguard 1, copy, and we've got traffic in sight.
Lifeguard 1, maintain this separation into the steel.
Hey, lifeguard 1, we'll go.
Wingspan 5, contact tower 120.3.
And 5 number Mike has visual on the traffic.
Thank you. 0 Hotel Charlie, just to maintain 8,000.
This is Charlie out of 10 break.
Alpha departure, Skyler 363, 613, climbing Alabama Jojo on the Metro.
Number 260 Charlie Alpha, contact Albuquerque Center 132.8.
And that's 32-8 for 360 Charlie Alpha. Good day.
Skyro 3363, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 20020.
Climb maintain, flight level 2 Jojo, Skyler 63.
All right.
Lifeguard 1, contact tower 120.3.
7 miles to the runway.
Number 906 Victor, fly heading 280.
280, 96 Victor.
November 5, number Mike, if you could turn it into the numbers to leave your altitude restriction, contact tower 120.3.
Okay, turn to the numbers going over to tower 5 number Mike.
Mercury Tower, altimeter 3024, same sentence.
3024, inbound Atlantic, landing.
Lifeguard 1, roger, proceed inbound, remain north of 826. Traffic is a super senior 4 mile final, runway 8.
Hey, lifeguard 1, copy, we'll remain in north of 826.
And Albuquerque Tower, Bristell 585 number Mike on approach for 12 full stop.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque Tower 1340 at 5, runway 12, clear to land.
Clear to land 125 number Mike.
November 386, contact departure, safe flight.
Contact departure 386, have a good day.
And lifeguard 1, proceed direct Atlantic, wind 340 at 5, landing will be at your own risk.
All right, the GPS is armed, glide path is armed.
Wingspan 5,
goes on.
traffic 10 o'clock, 3 miles with a low-level helicopter, no factor. Will be
Bypass coming in. Which means we need to go down. So we'll start down. Glide path, we're just below the glide path. Haven't intercepted the GPS course yet, coming in. At the minimum set up. Now we're below the glide path. And it's turning on the course. That's the autopilot making the turn. And the glide path is starting to come in.
Wingspan 5, any left, contact ground point 9, or have a good day.
Ground point 9, have a good day, Wingspan 5.
Albuquerque Tower, citation 580 Hotel Charlie with you visual, runway 8.
November 580.
And it's currently 7:30 in the morning.
1340 at 5, runway 8.
Quick flight, nice and cool.
Silver Charlie, cleared land, runway 8.
Glide path is captured.
Albuquerque Tower, Skyhawk 96 Victor behind the
power.
foundation for 8.
We got both fuel pumps on, landing
November
light.
4896 Victor Albuquerque Tower, Roger, 1340 at 5, runway 8, clear to land.
500.
Clear to land on 8, 96 Victor. Any chance of 1-2 for 96 Victor?
And we'll put it 10 degrees
November
of
4896 Victor, runway 12, change to 12, 1340 at 5, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 12, 4896 Victor, thanks.
All right, 75 knots, 73, take it off the autopilot. .69 knots, pretty good. Go 20 degrees of flaps today. What do you say? 68 knots. Still on the glide path.
Minimums.
That's 5512. 62 knots. I should go 30 degrees of flaps. It's because we got that wind. I get off on the first intersection. All right, 54 knots. Level off. Look at the end of the runway. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Yeah, pretty good. Little bouncy, but it'll work. Let's just tell us if we lost the glide path. And we'll be able to get off at
November
Charlie.
5 November Mike, any right contact ground point 9er.
Okay, get off on Charlie, go over the ground. Thanks, Phil. 5 Mike. Albuquerque ground, Bristell 585, November Mike, on 12, getting off at Charlie, taxi to the T-hangars.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque ground, taxi to park via Foxtrot.
Parking via Fox, 5 November Mike. Okay, looks good. Clear right, clear left, everything's good. I won't bore you with the taxi. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming along.